Hey everyone, and welcome back. So I thought we'd have a little talk about this whole thing with YouTube banning videos and essentially banning freedom of speech. I'm basically just gonna rant a little bit here, so this is not pre-scripted or anything. So for those of you who don't know, today I had my video on Ghostbusters taken down. It was my usual type video where I responded to a special snowflake who defended the new Ghostbusters movie. Now, before we talk about this, let me take this opportunity to thank everyone out there who's just shown an enormous outpouring of support. I've literally been getting hundreds and hundreds of tweets per hour here, and it's just amazing to see your support, so thank you very much for that. There have been hashtags and even support videos made, so again, thank you very much. So let me just start off by saying that my concern isn't really about this one specific Ghostbusters movie. And when I say movie, I mean my response video. Whether or not YouTube chooses to reinstate the video is kind of beside the point. I can always make more videos. The problem is I don't really know what I did wrong. As far as I can see, there is no difference between this video and the videos I've done in the past. You know, I have my specific shtick, right? So let me just go over what happens behind the scenes when your video is taken down. So what happens is you get an email from YouTube saying that your video has been taken down because you have broken some sort of rule, community standard thing, and that's pretty much it. You go to your page and there's your video, it's taken down, it's, not playable, and you press it and there's no more info. It's just your video was removed because you violated the community standards. Now, as you probably know, the community standards is a long document with several points. There are a bunch of different rules you can break, and you don't get a clue as to what rules you broke. So I was slightly perplexed, so I decided to go on Twitter and see what people were saying. And that's where I actually found the info that someone apparently had accused me of bullying, because that's what shows up when someone presses my video. The thing is, if I press my video, it shows, right? Because I'm the creator. But if you guys press it, it says it's been removed because it had been deemed to be bullying. Now, if I didn't have Twitter, I never would have known that. Isn't that just crazy? But here's the kicker. Even knowing that, I still don't really know what the problem was, because I always do this. This is my thing. I call people morons, right? That's what I do. I've been doing this for over a year, and I've made close to 100 videos, and it's never been a problem. So what the hell's the problem with this video? I'd really like to know. Now, obviously, that's not going to happen in this specific case, but it would be nice in the future if those people who actually take these decisions could write a ruling, like a judge does, because they're actually presiding over me exactly like a judge. So I would like that thing in writing. I would like to know what I did wrong. It's not too much to ask for, is it? Now, I know my style of comedy can be rude and offensive, but that's my style of comedy. And like that quote goes, what is freedom of speech if you don't have the right to offend? It ceases to exist. There is no freedom of speech if you don't have the freedom to offend. I'm paraphrasing here. And my style of comedy isn't meant for social justice warriors. It's meant for you guys. Special snowflakes can go watch whatever the hell it is they watch. I guess it's BuzzFeed or something. Now, I would never dream of flagging someone's video unless they were calling for violence or threatening someone. I mean, they are, of course, free to disagree as much as they want and make response videos of their own, but that's not what they do. They just want to ban it. They want it taken away. They want it deleted. And that's the type of mentality I just cannot understand. What makes you think that when you've helped the government ban the voices of your opponents, that they won't come for you when you turn into a nuisance? I thought it would be obvious to anyone living in a civilized society that if you put an opinion out there, you're going to get criticism. I'm going to get criticized for this video, and if you put something out there, someone's going to have a problem with it. That's just the way it is. It's the democratic way, and it's the way it's supposed to be. In fact, I wouldn't have it any other way. I enjoy being wrong. It's how I eventually get to right. So I appreciate when people actually take the time to think about what I said and perhaps give me some criticism if that's the conclusion they reached. Now, I know what one of the counter-arguments is going to be, and that is that YouTube is a private entity and it doesn't have to follow free speech, or, it can make up whatever rules it wants to and it doesn't have to listen to anyone. I know that, and that's fine. Nobody's accusing YouTube of actually breaking free speech laws or anything. They can technically do whatever the fuck they want. However, even though they're not technically breaking any free speech laws, they are breaking the spirit of our society. And even though they can probably go on for a long time making profits off of cat videos and makeup tutorials, in the end, they are actually making the world a scarier place. They are ever so slightly but inexorably moving us toward that 1984 police state. And for what? They're selling our freedom for quarterly gains? All this just to stop someone from getting offended? To protect someone's precious fifis? What kind of an infantile world is this? So what are our alternatives? Well, as far as I can tell, there is Vimeo and Dailymotion. So I've uploaded the video in question that got deleted to Dailymotion, and I'm gonna experiment with Dailymotion a bit and see how that turns out. So I really couldn't tell you which one is a good alternative. But I guess that's something that all of us YouTube content creators are gonna have to start thinking about now. What kind of backup system do I have in place for my videos when they get banned? And how do I get the message out to make sure that the subscribers know that the video is still available, but it's now at Dailymotion or something? I mean, I have a decent following on Twitter, but it's nowhere near all of my subscribers. And unfortunately, there is one feature that YouTube sorely lacks, and that is some sort of news box on your front page on YouTube where you could put things like that. You know, like, listen, the video was taken down, but here is a new address where you can go and check it out. And a feature like that would also be extremely useful to just keep viewers up to date about stuff. I mean, let's say I decided to go on vacation for a month. That'd be an awesome thing to be able to put there, like, okay, I'm going on vacation, so don't expect any videos for a month. I haven't died, but, you know, I'll be back in a month. That'd be a great way to be able to keep the viewers informed. But I guess that's a problem for another day. So I'm going to leave you a link in the low bar to the video in question that was taken down. It's going to be a Dailymotion link, obviously, so you can check it out for yourself. See if it was so fucking offensive compared to anything else I've done. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it for this time. So, you know, thanks for watching and see you next time.